Jamal Niaz here with Tony Bellew after the Usyk press conference. Usyk was a man of very few words in that press conference, which was something you might not be used to after the David Haye fights. What was that like up there?
I'm used to it, mate. I'm used to it. It is what it is. I mean, he doesn't speak the best English, so he says. So it is what it is, mate. Just got to keep cracking on. You know, I don't know really what he could say. He's the best cruiserweight in the world. He's a superstar. You couldn't tell me nothing I don't already know about him.
Now, you're full of praise of him, as you just said. You called him a superstar. But do you think that there is anyone he can bring into the gym in this camp that can replicate your style? Because you've not been discussing your attributes as much as you have been his.
I don't have any over him, besides the punch. No, he can't get no one to replicate me, and I can't get no one to perfectly replicate him. Because if we could, then that person will be challenging him. So, you know, it's very hard when you mix, but what you have to do is you have to mix a number of sparring partners up and try and find them to do different things and go from there. But he's a one-off. He's a maverick. He's whatever you want to call him. He's brilliant at what he does. November the 10th, we will see.
Your style is also as relentless, completely different in terms of the way you both box technically, but you both move towards the centre and throw down. In terms of the power that he has faced prior, has he fought anyone with the power that you have?
On paper it probably looks like he has, because people will always say Murat Gassiev will punch harder than Tony Bellew. Well, he probably does have a static punch bag. He may do, but does he have better timing than me? Is he sharper than me? No. Does he possess the defensive skills I have? Absolutely not. Putting the earmuffs on like this and just staying like this from rounds 3 to 12 is not good defence. That is just basically stopping you getting cuts and just getting punched for fun on your nose, which I have no intention of doing. We'll see, mate. It's a hard fight. It's a hard fight and it's a long night, but it's one I'm very confident in coming through. Excuse me. It's
been a long day.
It has been a long day, mate. Same questions, same answers, but you know what? On November the 10th, that's all that matters, because it doesn't matter what I say to you, what he says to you, what we say on that table that's now been taken down. What will be, will be.
What I found interesting up there was, you know, regardless of the narrative that Usyk is looking past you.
Of course he is.
Because that's been discussed time and time again. You were asked by Adam Smith, is this going to be the biggest night of your career? You said, absolutely not, Goodison Park. Do you think whether you meant that or not to undermine him, do you think he's going to take that as you overlooking him?
How can you overlook the greatest challenge you've ever had in your life? He's the strongest, toughest challenge I've ever had. Doesn't mean it's my greatest night at all. I've had my greatest night, in my opinion. It can't get any better than Goodison Park. In my mind, my body, it can't be greater. The pressure can never be as much. So, if he takes that as me putting him down, or takes that as me, I don't know, whatever way he wants to take it, but the fact is, mate, it's not. He is my greatest test. Yeah. But the pressure and what it means does not mean. I've been a world champion, and I've held the best belt in boxing. I've held the green and gold belt. That is the premier belt in boxing. That's the one everybody wants. I've held that. I've won the British, the Commonwealth, the European titles. I've won them. I've been an ABA champion. I've boxed my country up 10 times. This is the icing on the cake. And I don't care whether Oleksandr Usyk likes it or not. He is not the defining moment of my career. He may be for you if I beat him, but he ain't for me. I've had my moments. Goodison Park was the greatest night of my whole career, and it will always be that way. No matter if I chin this fella in 10 seconds, what I done that night against London McCarver was the best night ever.
So, having said that, do you think if you do get the victory on the night, undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world,
your second best victory in my career,
your stock's at an all-time high due to that victory? Yeah. 100% is. How easy is it for you to walk away?
Well, do you think my stock will be at an all-time high? Because with the offers I was getting after beating David Haye in the first and second fights, the offers were more lucrative than this fight. So would my stock be at an all-time high? Because I'm coming back down to a division now that's not universally recognised as one of the premier divisions. So winning this and doing this, does it take me stock higher than what it did when I beat David Haye for the second time and done it in such devastating fashion? I don't know. Does it matter? No. I don't really care where my stock is. I care about having a fight, winning, and that's it. See you after, get paid, good night. So it's just, I don't buy into the whole fame game. I don't buy into he's a big name or you do this, you that. I just don't buy into it. It's not me. I don't believe I'm any megastar or superstar. I think I'm quite a big name now. I do good numbers, I create big numbers, and that's why he wants to face me. And that's just the top and bottom. I'm a name, and he wants what I've got, and that's this lights, camera, action nonsense and bullshit. So that's what he wants, and good luck to him. Come and try and get it. He's trying to go through me to get to the AJ Kingdom.
Now, a man that you have got close to this year after the UFC Liverpool show was Darren Till. I just want to know what your thoughts were on his recent title fight against Tyron Woodley, and any advice you have, because he's a young up-and-coming fighter in the MMA scene.
Of course, it's a great learning experience for him. He's fought now for the title. He knows that he can compete at that level. Unfortunate on the night to get tapped the way he did, but he's shown that he belongs there with the big boys in the division. Tyron Woodley's an exceptional champion, a phenomenal athlete, and I think that until will have his moments, he will come back from it, and he will find himself in a cage, in an octagon again, fighting for the title. And I think the second time it comes round, he'll be prepared better, he'll be more experienced, and he'll be better for the experience. So I only wish him well. Darren is a very misunderstood individual, and someone who's achieved an awful lot in a very short period of time, and that alone is very, very hard to deal with. And I think he'll learn an awful lot from this fight with Tyron Woodley, and I think he'll go on to be a future champion in the UFC and a superstar in the organisation.
Do you stay in touch with him quite frequently? Did you give him any advice after that fight?
No, me to send him a good luck message, as I do with friends that I know, but just good luck to him. I wish him all the best, and he's a lad who works very, very hard. Make no mistake about it. You don't get success in the combat business, maybe, without working for it.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I'm sure he'll be supporting you on November 10th.
Scouts stick together, mate.
Thank you so much. Cheers.